Hello everybody, welcome back to So Maniacal. Fun fact, the last time you saw me, there was a hurricane, and I'm going to use that as my excuse. And also, it is very hot, so you're probably going to hear the air conditioning running, but I don't care. It was 101 degrees the other day, and that is just too hot. But yes, today I have a video for you on this blouse that I'm wearing right now. This is a pattern by Mimi Style. Well, it's her brand name. It's not her last name. It's not Style. But if you go online and if you go on Instagram and look up Mimi Style, she's actually on YouTube as well. She did this as well. Hers is in a cotton lawn, I do believe. But yeah, I really appreciate her patterns and like her style. It's really kind of, she's bringing the urban, she's bringing just femininity in like a different perspective. It's beautiful. And also she has fabric that she sells online, and her fabric is just beautiful. But yeah, go check her out. But this specific pattern is the one that she did in collaboration with Simplicity. Number is 8655. It is just a wrap blouse. It's really pretty. It's got like 3 pieces, and that's it. It was really nice, and I figured I had this fabric. You ever have fabric that's just laying around and you're like, oh, I want to save this for something in specific, but this has been in my closet for like 5 years and I am sick and tired of it being there. So I just kind of felt like I'm just going to use it for something, because I just got tired of seeing it, because I just don't feel like saving any fabric anymore, because I feel like when you save here's my hypothesis if you want to hear this, but I feel like if you're saving a fabric for so long for something, but you have no idea what you're going to make out of it, I feel like maybe it's the time to make something out of it. Like maybe it's giving you block, like you feel like, oh, I want to move on to something else, but you still don't know what you're going to do with this fabric. Just make something out of it, because I kind of feel like the fabric itself is giving you block. I don't know. That's just me. It's my little 2 cents on some type of psychology that I have no degree in. But yeah, if you want to see how I made this, please stay tuned. Firstly, there are some suggestions to finish your edges, so make sure you pick one. I did a double stitch seam for the sake of the video, but you should choose the right one for your project. I started this project with a mock-up, which fit relatively fine. The amount of wear ease made me not want to upsize it, so I just didn't do anything, but I just made it as normal. The pattern suggests using challis, which is probably pronounced wrong, chemise, probably said wrong too, cotton lawn, double georgette, and silky types. This particular fabric is very lightweight and slinky, with really pretty pink flowers and a navy almost black background. This pattern is also just 3 pattern pieces, so that's fun. Starting with piece 1, your front, narrow hem the upper neck edges on both pieces. With the back piece, number 2, stay stitch the collar edge 1/4 or 6 millimeters from the edge in 2 separate stitches towards the center. So I found out later that I didn't have any single fold bias tape, so instead I kind of maneuvered around that and used this double fold to create a single fold, and I think it turned out fine. Open out your tape and place one edge next to the collar edge on the back piece, right sides together. Pin and stitch in a 1 centimeter seam. Trim the seam and clip the curves. Press the tape and seam allowance up and away from the shirt. Then understitch through the tape and seam allowance. Pin the 2 front sections to the back, right sides together at the shoulder seam, matching your small dots. Here, as you can see, my fabric didn't actually want to hold any type of marking, so I just did the best that I could. And you're going to want to sew from the edge to the small dot. Since you didn't sew through the dot, you have a little bit of that extra tape on the side of the sleeve, or you should, and you're going to actually want to turn that bias tape over onto that shoulder seam like this, and you're going to want to sew through that shoulder seam. The end of the tape will fold into the seam allowance when you flatten it, and it helps to press this and the neckline to get it to all lay flat and be even. While you're pressing this, fold the bias tape over the seam allowance and press it in place. Base stitch that in and then top stitch it. Pin your sleeve piece 3 to the armhole edge, placing your small dot and the shoulder seam right side together. My fabric did not want to keep any type of marking, so I can't show you where this dot is, but hopefully yours will stay on your fabric. Flip your shirt right side together, then matching the front to the back at the underarm seam, you're going to want to sew that entire underarm on both sides. Reinforce your underarm seam by stitching over a second time. Then clip your curves. Now for the fun part. You will now narrow hem the sleeves and the lower edge of the bodice part that is still left raw. And yes, it took me a while, but I promise you, it looks really neat and really pretty. So yeah, but I thought this was really pretty. It actually fits pretty well, especially for me being so busty that I am. It actually fit really nice. So I kind of feel like if you have like a 54-inch bust like I do, I think you should be fine. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and show you what it looks like on here, even though you've already kind of seen it on me, but I just kind of feel like you need to see like the full overview. It's just really flowy, it's really light, it's really nice. It's got a drop sleeve. The fabric itself is really flowy, really lightweight, and it has like the tiniest bit of stretch in it. So even if like I tug in the wrong direction, it still kind of gives. But I just think it was really pretty, and I don't know, it's just lovely for summer. Really lightweight. I suggest this type of fabric. Or like I said, you can always look up her video online. She did hers in a cotton. So I'm pretty sure anything that just doesn't stretch a whole lot or at all is fine. So yeah, but thank you so much for joining me today. I know this was a little rambly, but I'm in a mood. I'm excited. This shirt is really light and I like it a lot. But anyways, thank you folks for joining me. If you like it, please make sure to hit that like button and please subscribe. I upload at least once a month. I'm trying to get to a point where it's twice a month, but so far once a month has been my normal. So yeah, please find me on Instagram at SoManiacalJacqueline, and I will see you folks next time. Oh, and make sure you comment down below if there's any specific pattern you want me to try to see if I can upsize or do anything different with for like a plus size body. I'm not quite sure. If you want to see a different body, maybe. I don't know if I could do that yet. I'll let you know. But yeah, if there's any pattern you want to see, please comment below or find me on Instagram. Yeah, I will see you folks next time. Bye. And thank you for joining me.